Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live trading session. My name's Dion. I'm trading BTC, trading the New York session. It's about to start in 1 minute. And as you can see, I have my chart set up. So let me get my glasses on and let's go through it. So as always, trading plan by my side. So my bias, I'm not even going to just tell you what it is. I'm going to go through it right now. And well, first I want to see if this is actually streaming. So as you can see, I got my FTX here. I'm going to take my live trades. Last stream you guys couldn't see it because it was on a separate tab. My bad. I fixed that this time. And yeah, like price is pulling back at the moment. It's coming down towards entry, and I will tell you sort of like why I want to go long. Yesterday I took a short position. It wasn't too bad, 2.8% profit. Just hope we can bank in another profit tonight. So let's head over into the hourly time frame. Now, essentially what I saw, so this red line marks today. This box here is an unbalanced fair value gap to the upside, which I am looking for a price to make its way to. So the reason why I'm going long is because we've had yesterday's lows like swept here. Let me just go into the daily time frame. Might make it a little bit easier. So yeah, I had some sell stops here which I was looking to get swept. They got swept. Took a short here, but essentially like I do see these relatively equal highs which I'm looking to get run through. Now, why am I not looking for this one? You might have to excuse me. I am still trying to get used to trading 12 a.m. I am pretty tired, but pretty much this fair value gap was opened. The fair value gap was balanced, but prior to that we had the sell stops swept. So sell stops got swept, opened a fair value gap, that all got balanced. Now price is consolidating, creating buy stops, buy stops, buy stops, and just above those buy stops is that fair value gap. So my bias is bullish for today. So if we go into the smaller time frames, let me explain to you sort of how my strategy kind of works. So I look for the start of the day here, 12 a.m. According to New York time. I mark out the London highs, London lows. First off, I saw the London lows get swept. After that, what it's telling me is that, okay, if price broke to the downside here, retail is thinking that we're going to go short. Sorry, go long. No, go short, my bad. So since they're thinking that we're going to go short, they're going to be putting their stop losses anywhere above, like the swing highs. So here, here, here. We've had all three taken out, which actually resulted in the daily high and the London high being swept. So this massive push up opened up some fair value gaps, and I am looking for pullbacks into those fair value gaps. So at the moment, I saw this swing high get formed, so I drew up a Fibonacci from here to here, marking out the 50% level. Now, I'm not too keen on taking buys unless price is in a discount market, which means below the 50% Fibonacci in relation to this swing, which shifted market structure. So I want price to at least be below here and tapping into a fair value gap. So honestly, look, there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. So why am I choosing this one? So there's one fair value gap here, another one here, as I said. So I like the fair value gaps that sort of start the movement. And if we go into the 1 minute time frame, it'll give us a little bit more detail. So just get rid of this because this isn't necessary anymore. Now this may change. Like for example, it just changed now. So since we broke this high, that's going to change the market equilibrium. So look, I may have missed it. Well, not that I missed it. It's just price has not played into my setup. So as I was saying, the reason why I chose this fair value gap is because of the relative lows which we have here. So these relative lows surely set up some sell stops, and they're just underneath or within this fair value gap. So look, I'm not going to get greedy or anything. I'm not really too keen on taking any trades until we come down to this area. Hence why I have this marker. This will alert me when price drops to this area. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, we're back to the time of the night where it is literally just a waiting sesh. So I'm having a look at what's going on. So price is pulled up to here. So the buy stops from here and here have been taken, but there are some relative equal highs here. So I'm actually curious to see if price does manage to come through and sweep those highs. Looks like it will. I'm actually curious to see if price does pull up into the fair value gap here before making its way down. Now, if it does, that's going to be a little bit tricky because that kind of invalidates my trade because that is my target. So if the fair value gap does get balanced, then things will change. And I will need to go back and reanalyze it. But have a look up here. We got another one, this area here, which I'm also interested in. But we'll just have to have a look. This was my original plan. This fair value gap, because it is above these buy stops, and here. So if we did want to come up and sweep essentially these highs, we would need to see price, or we don't need to see, but I think more than likely we'll sweep them and tap into the fair value gap. So that is my target, and we're starting off the trading session very close to the target. Price has rallied. Now I'm waiting for the pullback right here to my entry, and I'm sticking by this. So step one, I've already figured out my bias. So it's based on the weekly and daily bias. So where is liquidity on the daily time frame? I already pointed it out to you. It is above these highs in this fair value gap here. So step two, kill zone. New York Open. We are currently in New York Open, 6 minutes in. Now, are we looking for a liquidity sweep or a rebalance? I've already seen my liquidity sweep. So now I'm looking for price to come down, touch fair value gap, but ultimately I'm looking for a rebalance in these areas here. Where is my target? As I said before, this fair value gap in the premium market. And where are the London highs and lows? Look for a sweep. Now that has already been done. I've already marked out London highs, London lows, and this is the sweep. So since we swept to the downside, it's engineered buy stops. I'm looking for those buy stops to aggressively be stopped out, which we have with this leg here. And from there, we're looking for a price to pull back into the fair value gap in the discount market. So that's pretty much everything I'm looking for. That's my trading plan broken down. So at this point, I'm just going to mark a before and after. So I'm waiting for price to come down, touch here, and then I will go into my trading plan. My trading sheet, and then enter my before, and then when price plays out, if like I'm taken out or my take profit is hit, if that's the case, then I will screenshot it, put it in the after, do my little annotations, and so on. So I will actually pull that up now. Here's my testing sheet. It's so bright, almost blinding. So this was a trade from yesterday. Let me show you how that went. Similar, but opposite. So, actually, it'd be better. So on my daily, I had a short bias. The London highs were swept, rebalancing the previous day's fair value gap. So as price pulled up and broke through the London highs, a fair value gap from the previous day was balanced. Now, after that, a short-term low was created, and then price ran through the lows aggressively, creating that fair value gap in the premium market. So since I wanted to go short, I was looking for price to go into the premium market before going short. In opposite to what we're seeing here, my bias is going long. I want to take long, so I'm looking for price to come into the discount market. So it shifted market structure with this aggressive move, which opened up the fair value gap, and I entered on the touch the fair value gap with the stops considering the fair value gap above. So what do I mean by that? So just say I'm targeting this fair value gap here. If I go into the smaller time frames, you'll see there's 1, 2. I took into account this second fair value gap. So what I have been taught is to place my stops below the last candle, right? So this should be the trade setup, but I'm still learning and I'm still practicing. So before I go for these real sniper tight stop loss entries, I want to become familiar with the entry model. So I am deciding to place my stops below the last low. I'm not greedy. I don't care that it's only a 3.3% trade, as opposed to taking that 12% trade. Oh, 12%, I can pass FTMO in one challenge. I don't care. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to be sustainable in my trading, and I want to take care of my account, because at the end of the day, we're guarding and growing our account. I don't want to make stupid decisions based on an imbalance of my emotions. So I see 3%, I see 12%, but at the end of the day, I do feel more comfortable taking that 3% trade. I would much rather take more consistent, safe 1 to 3% trades rather than those riskier, well, not so much riskier, but like just setups I'm not really ready for yet. So if you go over into the testing sheet, these are the live trades I've taken. I've taken like 8 trades, something like that, live, using this strategy here. So because of that, like, I'm just not ready. I've only taken 8 trades. So I want to at least, I'm not going to put a number on it. It's definitely going to be a gut feel sort of thing. So I've seen this little short-term low. I want to see price come break through that, which will ultimately lead us to there. So while we're waiting for this, I just want to talk about, a few things now. I did have some ideas in the shower. Now, I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot. One of them was being, if you want to be a good trader, I do believe that you need to put your all into it. So why am I up at 12:10 a.m. right now trading? It's because this is the session I want to trade. This is the New York session. This is how I was trained to trade. And this is where I've done my testing, and my testing has shown me that this is where my model occurs the most. If I was lazy, I could be like, nah, look, it's too late. Like, I'll just find another session to trade. But no, I don't want to. I want to trade New York session. So I'm trying to base and create my day around my trading. So since I know my trading starts at 12 a.m., which is somewhat ridiculous, or it may seem somewhat ridiculous to the average person, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Like, your job starts at 9. For me, that may be ridiculous. Why would you get up so early at 9 o'clock to go work? It's because that's what's required of you. So it's the exact same thing here on the charts. What's required of me is being up at 12 a.m. and looking for these trades. So I'm trying to what I'm trying to say is trading kind of takes over your life. Like, you can't be doing way too many things. Like, you need to put your all into this, in my opinion. And I've been doing this for about 2 years and 7 months, nearly 3 years now. So what I've realized is it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of concentration, takes a lot of sacrifices, and you got to do things which you are uncomfortable with. It may be extremely boring, and it may take a while to learn. Now, that leads me to another point. People get into trading and they do think that it's like, you be profitable in a year. Now, you may be. I know people who have become funded in less than a year. I've got actually 2 close friends who have done that. But it may not be like that for everyone. It depends on your circumstances. Maybe you have a job, maybe you have a family, you're not able to commit so much time to your trades. But it's like, I was actually talking to this to a mate, like, just before. I was having dinner with her, came back here, blah, 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 did all my work, this and that. And I was like, trying to say, like, if you want to be a doctor, or if you want to be a physio, whatever profession you want to do, you got to go to uni, you got to put in the hours, you got to do the work, and that usually takes years. So what is the difference between that and trading? Besides, like, trading is not taught at university, I don't think, so it is sort of like self-education. You got to go into the charts and teach yourself this sort of stuff. It's going to take time, just like any other skill, just like any other profession, career. That essentially, that's what it is. What, like, do you expect to hop into the charts, learn something completely new, and become extremely profitable, like, in a year, 2 years, whatever? Like, you may get it, you may not. It's different for everyone. My personal journey was like 2.5 years of learning and grinding like, I'm not even joking. And I know, like, I could just say, ask my close friends. No one will. So you're gonna have to trust me on this. In the last, like, since the day I dropped out of uni to start trading, I kid you not, there have probably been less than 10 days. Less than 10 days, 7 to 10 days max, where I have really taken the day off. and not looked at the charts and not looked at crypto, not researched anything. I have taken really, like, I'm not even joking, 10 days completely off. And that just goes to show, like, I am extremely dedicated, but I'm not here to brag. I'm just trying to say, like, if you want to get good at something, you got to put in the time. Here I am, 2 years, 7 months later, and where am I at? I think I got a decent amount of knowledge. My trades aren't doing too bad. I've had to unlearn everything which I've learned in the past and relearn this new trading strategy, this new trading plan, this new methodology. Everything's different. You go from trading, basic retail patterns, and by the way, I'm trading ICT. Like, you go over to ICT, it's like being given the red pill. Like, everything changes, and you can't have one foot in one. You can't have and the other foot in the other. Like, you gotta go all in on one. So I decided that I like the way ICT was teaching. I like the way his concepts are taught and what they mean. So I decided to essentially unlearn everything and go with ICT. And that is what I'm trading at the moment. It was hard. It took a lot of time to really go through the notes, go through the YouTube channel, like, watch those 40 something videos, and some of them over and over again, taking notes. It was a while, and I'm still essentially a beginner at this point. Like I said, I decided to completely unlearn everything which I had learned over the past two and a half years. So yeah, I do consider myself like a beginner at this point, even though, like, realistically I'm not a beginner, but I do feel like I'm treating myself like a beginner, hence why I am taking these safer trades. Like, going long terms, for example, here, old me would say, oh look, target the highs, whatever, swing trade, get that tight stop just below that, boom, there's your 1 to 26 trade. Now, it's not what I'm too keen on doing. Being a beginner means you gotta take things easy, and taking things easy means use a slightly larger stop loss, aim for the low hanging fruit, just easy trades you can just take off the market, like today and tomorrow and another day, 1% here, 2% there. I'm not looking for any crazy trades, but that will come. That will definitely come. I've done the testing, and I know that this strategy and this method will provide me with 1 to 10, 1 to 12. It's normal. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. I've tested it. Like, it's all here. Like, this is the thing. Like, I'm walking my talk right now. That's why I'm doing these live streams. I didn't want to just, like, talk shit over the internet and be like, look, this is what I'm doing, this is how I've done. Like, anyone can say that, and anyone can pose anything on the internet. You can make it extremely believable, and I don't want to do that. I want to be extremely authentic. I want to show you live trades. I want to show you everything live. So here's my testing sheet. If you want to access this, like, it's legit. Like, everything here is real. I have all the annotations. Everything's done. Click on any chart you want. Everything has played out here. It is all the same. It's all the same. Same pattern. Same pair, like BTC US. I'm trading Bitcoin, one model, one time. Like, it's one. It's so simple, but it's not easy. Now, all the results are here. The back testing. I've done my forward testing, and here's what I got on my live account. So I've done some work. Okay, where are we up to now? We have actually just balanced that fair value gap. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to reanalyze what's happening now. Let's go into the 15-minute. So these highs have been swept, or they've just been run through. This fair value gap has been tapped into. I don't want to short from here. I could short from here, but I don't want to. Why? Because it's not a part of my plan. My plan is to trade based on this. So look, price may continue rallying, and then we may see a pullback. Now, what difference does that make? The difference that makes is the market equilibrium is going to be slightly different. So the discount and the premium market is going to be shifted slightly higher since price is pulling up higher. So my entry now is going to be at a higher price than it was before, potentially. So we've swept, what days, where's the last day? Okay, so we've actually swept last day's highs. There's the 24th. So as you can see, the high of the day here, we've swept that. Trading plan is still the same. I am still waiting for price to pull back somewhere in here, depending where the market, where the discount market is. So if I chuck a quick fib on there, the current price, see, now all I have to do is wait for price to come into this fair value gap. Now this is nice because there's no previous fair value gaps below, so I can actually have a tighter entry. Something like this. Now, I will be targeting the previous highs wherever the highs end up being. So look, as price keeps rallying, it's going to keep shifting it up and up, but that's okay as long as the fair value gap is within the discount market, and it will remain there as price continues to rally. So that's completely fine. I'm going to get rid of the Fibonacci and literally just sit here, wait it out. Now, I may be waiting for a while because I stopped trading at New York lunchtime. Now, New York lunchtime is 12 p.m., so I still have about 2 hours before that is here. Okay, going back to the point on you got to give trading your all. So currently it's nearly 12:30 a.m. If I'm going to rate my performance, I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit exhausted. I am tired throughout the whole day. I did a lot. I just finished this university assignment. I will rant on that in a sec. I just finished my university assignment. I handed it in. I did a lot of training today. I am pretty damn tired. Now, I want to treat this like a sport. I want to treat every single trading session like a competition. Does an athlete go into a competition fatigued and tired? No, they want the best chances they have of winning. So if I want the best chances of winning, I need to be at peak performance. Now, what does that mean? It means at 12 a.m., I got to be full switched on, firing. I got to be ready and just grounded, focused, energized. At the moment, I'm not that, and like whatsoever. And that is going to impact my mental performance. So that is something which I do need to consider and work around. So what that means is like, okay, well, how am I going to plan my day? Like, I do make sure I get my 8 hours, so I do get the rest after the trading session. But then I have the whole day, like, and a lot of things happen throughout the day. One plan is getting a nap before my training session. A quick, like, 15-20 minute nap. I'm pretty sure there's been studies to that talk about how much a nap or how effective a nap can be in regards to like giving your energy back. So I haven't done that, and the reason why I haven't, like, it's not that I haven't thought about it. I have thought about it many times, but the reason why I haven't done that is because when I have a nap, I tend to wake up extremely tired, and it takes me probably half an hour to really properly wake up. So I guess I could be having a nap a little bit earlier, like 8 p.m, which is a bit weird, but like I said, I'm willing to do what it takes to perform at my absolute best because I want to be the best trader I can be. And to do so, 12 a.m. comes around, I got to be switched on, ready to go. Like, people say like, oh, you know, like, I'm going to bed, I'm going to work. I got to be switched on and tired. With that being said, I have not posted on social media saying that I'm live, so I'm going to share that now. Oh, yes, I have. I have shared it. Okay, yeah, my brain is really not working. And I just thought of something else. I'm supposed to see one of my friends on Thursday, so I'm just going to take a quick note of that. And then we'll get back to my rant. Thursday dinner. Done. Okay, what is price doing right now? Let's go into the 1 minute. Still, I mean, there's not too much happening. I'm still waiting for price to pull back into that discount market, into this fair value gap. Right there. So, I mean, technically, because it's in the 1 minute, I could put it there, but there is that fair value gap below. So I'm going to account for that. Place that there. So, Still gonna wait. Oh yeah, let's talk about this university assignment, or university in general. So, if you don't know, I am back at uni. I dropped out to trade, and now I'm back. Why am I back? I want to do asset management. I want to run my own hedge fund, and to do so legally, I need a license. And the only way I can obtain that license is to go into university, finish this degree in financial planning, work for a year. It's just a long process, and honestly, I really don't want to do it, but it seems to be the only way to do so. Now, someone did tell me that there is loopholes, you can go around it, but I want to know for sure because I want to do this properly. I do have a fund called Soulrise Finance, and I should trade on there too. I won't. I will not trade on Soulrise Finance just yet. So I can run my own decentralized hedge fund. I literally have one right now, but it's DeFi, security risks, hacks. For example, Mango Markets, which is the trading platform which Soulrise Finance sort of uses to facilitate the perp trades, they got hacked, and it's like, what happens if I'm holding large amounts of capital from investors and then something gets hacked? Like, I know I'm not responsible for it, but that's not very ideal. And seeing as these hacks are somewhat prevalent these days, crypto, it's new, it's bound to happen. I just don't feel safe. I don't feel secure with it just yet. I want to let these projects develop a little bit more and then sort of see what happens. Excuse me. I don't want to be this tired, but unfortunately I just am. But look, my plan, at least I have my trading plan here. It's all set out. It's just a matter of waiting at the moment, keeping you guys entertained. Now, I'd be pissed if this wasn't actually streaming. By the looks of it, it is. Sweet. Yeah, we're live. Awesome. 0 viewers, 0 views. That's a great start. We can only go up from here. So I'm just gonna go on Instagram, do a little post. Go. Sweet, that looks sick. Awesome. Okay. Do my little post. Let's get comfy. Looks like it's gonna be a long night. It's 12:30. Price may look like it's about to create a swing high. Hopefully a pullback, a strong pullback into this fair value gap. Let's go. 12:30 a.m. Alright, sweet. Here we go. Price is starting to pull back. I should probably get some water, so I should have been more prepared with this, but I will be right back. I'm going to get some water. Hydrated. We're waiting. I'm trying to think of like other things, man. Like, what do people do when they stream? Like, trading streamers. What can I do? I was thinking about like reacting to some crypto content, some trading content. Honestly, I could just sit here and research and take you guys through some research, but I don't think I have the mental capacity to do so just yet. I will still need to train myself, like, because this is only, I mean, I have been trading this time for a while, like for a few weeks, but what, 2 weeks or so. still trying to get used to it. I think it'll take at least a month until I can really adjust my routine to sort of get used to this. But yeah, I need to figure out like how can I be at peak performance at 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. because those are the three most important hours. Well, for me, it's the New York Open. So yeah, it's not too much to look at. I mean, look, let's go into here we go. It's the US dollar. Why is Bitcoin rallying? Because the US dollar is melting. Why is it melting though? What kind of news has come out to create this? Where is the US dollar going to head to? So these two pairs are inversely correlated. So if the US dollar is heading down, Bitcoin's going up, vice versa. So we've got the highs here. We've got two swing highs, which I do want to see stopped out. It had this fair value gap, which was balanced, and now we broke through that fair value gap. So where could we possibly be going? Let's have a little investigation. It's all been taken to where is price now? Here. Will price break through these lows? If it does, is it going to rebalance this fair value gap? If so, BTC still has some room left to the upside. So now it's like, okay, if this is going to pull up, that's going to send BTC down. That will send BTC down if this comes up. Now, if we come up and form a swing high and then melt further down, that's when BTC is going to shoot up. So at this point, I'm just trying to figure out what is the US dollar doing? Where could it be going? And then I need to match that with my confluences and my bias with BTC. Right now, it does look like the US dollar, it has room, like further room for downside. Let's go into the 15-minute and break it down here. So use the replay tool. Just want to see that low. These lows here, these relative equal lows. Okay, so if we do see a break below there, more than likely we're coming down to this fair value gap here. But then there is also another one here, which we do have to take into account. Or delete this here. So yeah, I do think we're going to have a sharp move tapping in. Which means BTC may see a strong rally to the upside, tapping into this fair value gap before going short. So these highs were taken out. We are trading at a very heavy premium, to be honest. Past 2 days, we're above the last 2 days highs. Still just, look, I'm sticking to my plan. I'm just waiting for a swing high to be formed, and I want to see price come back here. So for that to happen, price will need to rally back. Price will need to rally up for Bitcoin to drop. It does seem, I don't want to use the word overextended, but I mean, hey, look at this. What happened? And crazy how it happens at exactly 8:32. Just here, 8:30. Smash the market. We haven't had a pullback yet, so I do feel like it is a very strong move, but we are due for a very heavy pullback. How's price reacting to those lows? Is it rejecting it? If it does, we're going to see the rejection here. And waiting again. So, don't actually know what to do here. Guess we can have some little chats. So, I actually do want to do some work right now. I want to edit yesterday's video. So, I filmed the whole stream. It was like 40 something minutes, but there are some really nice gold nuggets in there, which I do want to clip into shorter videos to then upload to TikTok and Instagram. So, while we're waiting, I'm just going to give myself a little shout out. So, in case you're watching this, my Instagram, you can follow me at do.dion. So, that's just do.dion. Sort of like some lifestyle, some trading. It's a more it's more insight into who I am as a person, because look, I trade, but I don't identify myself as I'm a trader. Like, that's not who I am. That's sort of like what I do. So this is a nicer insight, because there's a lot of things I really enjoy. Like, I really enjoy sports. I really like gym. I just like There's a couple things I like, and you can learn more about me here. Then I've also got TikTok, which is where like I just post all the videos. What is this? No, shut up. So all my short form videos go onto TikTok and Instagram. My TikTok is D Trades Crypto. It's not too much on my TikTok, but I try to share like as much as I can on there, because at the end of the day, what's important is putting the content out, sharing good message, providing value to people, and I want to do that through live trading, because as I mentioned, there's a lot of fake people out there who know how to make themselves look really good. Results faked, and it's kind of a scam because you're setting up false expectations for people. I want to show them what it's really like. It's not so easy. It takes time. It takes sacrifice. I may be up until 3 a.m. Am I going to be here, like, talking to the camera this entire time? Yes, I will try my best. It's a little bit hard, though, I'm not going to lie, because I do have, no viewers. I got no one to talk to but myself. It's literally just me having a chat with the camera at the moment. But hey, I'm good at talking. I always got in trouble at school for talking too much. I was always the distraction of the class, and yeah, so that shouldn't be too hard at all. I guess I could just, look, there's so many things I could talk about. What did I do today? Went rock climbing. Okay, let's talk about balance, actually. So, work-life balance. I hear that quite a lot. And when people see the amount of work that I do, the first thing they say is, don't you have a balance? Now, my balance is different to yours, because it just is. Some people can't handle as much. Some people can handle more. I'm pretty self-aware, I'd like to say, and I know how much work I can handle, and I'm pretty good with knowing if I've been overworked or not. So, your balance doesn't have to be 50-50, could be 80-20, could be 70-30, whatsoever. Like, it doesn't... Oh my god. It doesn't have to be like, half-half. Like, it really depends on you, and I think it is really important as a trader, because we spend so much time doing analysis, reading charts, back testing, forward testing, annotations, just all of it. There's so much that we do need to take a break. Like, it is so important. I've done it before, like when I'm just trading, I lock myself in like a hermit crab, and I don't do any physical activity, which means I don't really eat very much. I'm sitting down all the time, and it's not very good, to be completely honest. So you need something, like, you need not just wealth, right? You need your health as well. So eat right, train right, take care of your body, take care of your brain. Here we go, price is coming down now. How fast will it correct? This must mean the USD's, yeah. Well, look at that rejection. That's nice. Now let's see if it keeps going. So my trade may be setting up soon. We'll have to see. I'm going to get it prepared. So let's lock in a stop loss. 19,347. Let's go over here. I want to buy. My take profit being these relative equal highs here. 19,530. Risk 1%. It's about $2 on this $200 account. So roughly there. If I get stopped out, then this is how much I'm gonna lose. But look, it's gonna look weird, like the risk to reward, just because price hasn't come down to where I want it to yet. So yeah. Okay, looks like it's starting to make its way down. So now we're just waiting. I'm waiting for this swing low right here to be broken. I want to see price tap into this fair value gap. And now it's always scary, like when you're trading this, because you're essentially buying when price is on its way down to, and the stop loss is kind of tight, like it's 20 pips here, $21. So it's scary, but you just have to trust the process. Now, how do you learn how to trust the process? You go back and you test it over and over and over again. It's only like less than 50, but I will be going back and doing some more back testing on other pairs, just so I can give myself more experience, build up this trust, build up the faith in the system. I already have faith in it, but it'd be nice to have like 100 back tests, you know? It would make me feel more comfortable than just 50. Just like how 200 back tests will make me feel way more comfortable than only having 100. So that's what I mean. Like, it takes time. You got to do your research. You got to tweak things. You got to trade. Like, first you got to make your plan. You got to sit here, take the trade. Then you got to go back over it, have a look, see if you can optimize it, edit your trading plan. So yeah, look at what you could have done better, optimize it, then go again. Then it's the whole process over and over and over again every single day. For me, Monday to Thursday. I don't trade Fridays, I don't trade Saturdays, I don't trade Sundays. That's what I like to use just to like scout the week, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. I'm really going to need to find a way to like stay awake and perform at my best. At the moment, I'm like dying. I'm at 15%, 20% of my absolute max capacity. So yeah, got to find a way to keep myself awake, switched on. Let's go on social media, to be honest. That keeps us awake. Have you ever had that when you're like, you want to go to sleep, but you can't because you're like scrolling on your phone? It keeps you awake and like switched on. So that's why I got my phone out, to be honest. It does help. It may not be a good thing, but look, if it works, it works. Yeah, so I'm just trying to grow my Instagram at the moment. I want to grow my following. I just want to create like a personal brand, and I really do want to help people out with trading. I just want to spread the message. Like, when I first started trading, there were all these courses, all these gurus, whatever. You fall for it, you think you can get a Lambo in like 2 hours of trading, but it's not like that. And it's not so simple. It's not as simple as trading like break and retests, or look at these trend lines, or Fibonacci. Like, don't get me wrong, you can be profitable doing so, but it's not that easy. There's a lot more that goes into it. You still need to do your trading analysis. You still got to optimize your plan. You got to do the work. Go and do the back testing. For example, which Fibonacci works better, the 0.5 or the 0.681? Like, how do you know which one to trade off of? Are you going to trade off 0.681 because some dude on YouTube who you don't even know, someone who can't validate their trading results on a live, like, are you going to trust that guy? No, you got to trust yourself. And yeah, that's it. You got to trust yourself. You got to go in and do this yourself. You can't rely on anybody in this game. You can't trust anyone because they are probably doing it differently. So you got to find a way to do it yourself. I learned from ICT, but I've added my own sauce to this, so it's slightly different. This is how I like to trade, so that's just the way I've set it up. So my trading skills itself is not too bad, but now I see what's actually like ruining my performance is just my fatigue at this time of the day. And I still have heaps to do tomorrow, so I'm not really looking like forward to it, but yeah, I gotta sort some stuff out with uni. Turns out that I've actually enrolled in an extra subject. So in the university which I'm at is like 2 subjects is full-time, right? I enrolled in 3, so technically I am studying full-time and part-time at the same time. And it's so cursed because the workload is absolutely ridiculous. I called them up today. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on here? And they're like, oh, we can see that you've actually enrolled in more subjects than you should have. You're actually doing full-time and an extra subject on top. And I was like, yeah, well, look, no shit. That explains it. This is why the workload's so crazy and heavy. So it's time for, like, I need to drop a subject, right? Now, they have these things called census dates where if you don't withdraw before those dates, then you get penalties. you still have to pay the fee to the government, and you finish the subject with an automatic fail grade. An it's a 1.5 GPA. So we use our GPAs go up to 7. So 7 being high distinction, 6 being distinction, 5 being credit, whatever. But pretty much, if I withdraw out of this, I get a fail. If I failed one of the 3 subjects which I'm currently studying, then it's going to bring down my grade point average. And the only way that I'm going to get into financial planning, that business degree, is if within this study period that I am in, I need to score a GPA of 4.5. Now, if I fail a subject due to my withdrawal of the subject, I need to get essentially perfect marks in the 2 others to be able to pull this off. Is it possible? Yes. Will I do it? I think I can, but it's not easy. Like I said, it's simple, but it's not easy. You just sit down, you do your work, you do your lectures. That's it. Apply the knowledge, put in the time, and it's doable. But it's not that easy, because I do want to train. I do want to trade. Also have a social life, but then again, it's like I have to sacrifice. Like, that's the most important thing at the end of the day. Like, there's certain things which you can't be doing if you want to get good at this. I cannot be the person I am now and trade as I am now and expect different, better results. I do need to change as a person. I need to change as a character. I see life as a game, and my personal, this body is just a character. Now, I want to make my character as strong as possible, to beat the boss levels, to level up, do as much as I can, and that's the self-work, right? So there's a lot of self-work I need to do. My mate Ali preaches meditation. He doesn't preach it, but he does say we should be meditating every single day. I completely agree with him, especially as a trader. It will help us stay clear and focused. Now, have I meditated today? Not before the trading session. I should have meditated before the trading session, but I did meditate a bit today. Just a few minutes, right? I believe that sort of stuff will help me develop as a character. The meditation, the reading, even if it's the same few books. This is something which I talked to Ali about. There's people who try to read a lot for the sake of reading a lot. How much knowledge do they actually retain from that? I don't know. But he was saying, look, all you need is there's a few books, and if those are the books that provide you the most value, and they're the life-changing ones, you don't need any more. Like, one of my favorite books is called The Monk That Sold His Ferrari. I read that book about 3 to 4 times, and every time I read it, there's something new. My dad says the same thing. I used to tell him, I'm pretty open with this sort of stuff. I tell my dad, look, I want to do this, I want to read these books, have you read these books? And he would always say the damn same thing. Oh, you don't need any other books. Here's the 2 books you should read. And I used to think, no, I want to read more, but it makes sense. Really, less is more. That's something which he does say a lot, and that applies to trading as well. Less really is more. That's why I trade 1 pair, 1 trading session, 1 method. Less is more. I don't want to be trading 20 pairs. It's too much. It's like trying to run 20 different businesses. Every pair is slightly different, and you got to do your analysis, your journaling, your annotations, all this and that. So I stuck with 1 pair. I like Bitcoin, so I'm going to trade Bitcoin. It was very daunting at the beginning. I used to look at Bitcoin and get scared, bro, I don't want to trade crypto. I want to trade FX, AUD, USD, AUD, JPY, whatever. It's way more chill. But then I've come to love it. I love the volatility. This is what makes trading fun. It's so volatile, so you can catch big moves, right? Now, update on the trade. The price is still waffling around, but it is looking like it is making its way down at the moment. So, can I stay awake until price reaches here? Shit, I don't know. So, I'm going to have a look at Insta. I'm going to try and wake myself up a little bit. Who's up? What's everyone doing? I'm actually curious who's up at the moment. I don't really care, to be completely honest. I think it's that time of the day where I'm just rambling on, just trying to find things to say. But look, I want to provide value. I don't want to just sit here and waffle on. So I'm out of water again. This would be way more interesting if I had someone with me, not gonna lie. I think yeah, Ali trades New York session too, but I don't think it would be ideal to sort of stream with someone who's trading something completely different with a different strategy. Damn, man, I need to build my audience a little bit more because it's empty. Like, I'm 50 minutes in. I've had no viewers, 0 likes. So, yeah, not that that matters or anything, but like, just saying, no one's watching. It'd be fun to interact with people. Like, you know, people can ask me questions. So I have something to talk about because at the moment it's just all going off the top of my head. Yeah. Come on, Price. What could I do? What could I do? What can Dion do in this time? Let's see. I've got a list of things actually that I do want to do. But none of them are relevant to this. It's all work for tomorrow. Got more reels to make. Got more content to create. So that should be fun. So currently it's almost 10:30 New York time. We've been here on the charts for about an hour. Nearly an hour. We've had an end to this strong push. So I'm hoping that this swing high here, this candle gets respected. Going to the smaller time frames, you can view market structure a little bit better, have a greater understanding as to what's actually happening. So yeah, look, price is just consolidating, it's not doing too much. So like I said, this is all I'm interested in. I just want price to come and tap this little fair value gap so that I can just wait and see what happens and then hopefully go to sleep. But it's just a struggle staying up because I am extremely exhausted, but this will change as the days go on. So what am I looking for at the moment? I do feel like these highs are about to get swept, reversal, fair value gap, tap down into a discount, and then repeat the model. But I could be wrong. That's just something which I thought of. Let's look at the FTX one. So here's FTX. Same thing. Everything's marked out here. Probably need to risk significantly less by the time price comes down. It's too bright. I don't think I need that anymore. Yeah, so damn, I don't know what to do with this live stream right now. Like, I'm literally just waiting here. I need to find some things to do, honestly. So this whole thing's gonna go on YouTube. I'll cut it up all into shorts. This fair value gap was not balanced. So this may be my next target. So I'm going to mark this with a green line here. So that is my target. Right here. And now we got to wait for price to make its way down. I am about to pass out. I am not lying. I could plan content. Also, is there a way I can play music on my stream? I'm not sure how to do that. Sources. Maybe if I can add audio. Oh no, that's not it. Image, media source. I'll figure that out tomorrow. But there is a lot I can do, which is very nice. Very nice. I'm honestly considering setting like a limit order, to be honest, and then just going to sleep. But then why do I want to go to sleep? It's because I'm extremely tired, but like the job is not done. I can't just go to sleep because I'm tired. This is my job. Like, I'm a trader. Like, I gotta do what a trader does, which is sit here, follow the plan. So according to my plan, I still have 2.5 hours. No, I got less. Like about 1.5 hours left of the trading session before I head off. Because after that, it's New York lunchtime. I don't trade during lunch, but then the PM session opens. If the PM session opens, which is at, what, it goes from like 12 to 1, the lunch break. So, I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure out, like, if I was to wake up for the PM session, New York, what time will I need to get up? Because if I don't get a trade in AM, then I will look in the PM. But yeah, so if lunch isn't about, if the end of lunch is in 2 hours and 40 minutes, in my time that would be like just over 3:30 AM. So I am going to be extremely knackered if that's the case. Also, this light doesn't, I'm going to get up and change this light because it kind of is blinding me. Just turn it down a little bit, to be completely honest. Something a little lighter like that. Alright, how does that look? I'm watching myself on the stream at the moment, so what's the delay like? Looks like I'm about to get up. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Does this make any difference? Okay, no, that's still alright. Yeah, that's still good. Okay, come on, price. Just melt, please. Price is making its way up. Bitcoin is consolidating. There's slight differences there. See how the past 4 candlesticks is just straight up, whereas Bitcoin's a little bit consolidated. I don't think Bitcoin has caught up to what's actually happening yet. So if that is the case, we may see a very sharp pullback. Will it pull into this fair value gap? I don't know. I'm starting to have my doubts. So let's have a look at this swing. So anything below here, still valid. It's still very valid. Here, same thing. Price starting to pull back. Where is the US dollar going to go to? Look at that rejection. That's clean. So I do feel like we will see a pullback, and then this fair value gap is going to be taken, which means our fair value gap is also going to be taken. This one up here. I don't want to fall asleep at my desk, but I honestly feel like I'm about to. This is so damn tiring. Make a little rant. No, I'm not even gonna do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, just waiting. I should probably have an idea of no, price is still running to the upside. Okay. Where was I? No clue. Damn, man, I don't know how people stream like all day. Like, not gonna lie, this is so tiring, and I know it's like still early. Like, I'm about an hour. Like, how long am I in? Yeah, we're about an hour in, and what have we seen price do? Just rallying. Still waiting for my pullback. It's almost 1 a.m. We've got about 2 more hours Don't know if I should just sit here the whole time or if I should end the stream and then come back. I think I'll stay on the stream. You know what? I could... No. I was going to say I'm about to do some back testing, but like I really don't feel good with like how fatigued and tired I am right now to do back testing. It's not going to be delivered well. Come on. Let's have a swing high failure here. Let's have a swing high failure. Technically this was one here. So we created this swing low, which was broken, and created a higher swing low. I hope this is something retail sees as a reversal. So if they do see it, I want to see that broken. Once it breaks these lows, and let's go all the way down here, baby. And let's see how it goes. But yeah, this is exhausting. I'm not too sure what I should do. So I am literally just waiting at this point. This is something I'm going to go back tomorrow and have a look at this right here. Because look, I mean, you can always find like fair value gaps and stuff like here. I see it. This was clean. But the only thing is this was at after 8:30 and my whole plan is to trade after 9:30, so I may have to look back and see like which one's better to trade, but so far I know I prefer to trade 9:30. I don't know if I should just go to sleep and then wait for my target to wake me up, and if I don't wake up, I guess I'll just be live the entire night, just sleeping and snoring. Might message my mates, see what they think, see if Ali is awake. What are the boys doing? Okay, so now we've just run these highs, so US dollars probably dropping here. What does this mean? I'm gonna have to look at the setup, honestly. Price is rallying very hard. Are we gonna run into this fair value gap? This one here. Shift this over here. What's market equilibrium looking like? Let's just say from here to here. Nah, still seems no fair value gaps until there. So my trade idea remains valid in my opinion. Just means that my target is set slightly higher now. This is balanced, almost. Where the relative high is like honestly this area here, but I am just gonna look for that high. Or could just trade from discount to premium, to be honest. So that's what ICT says sometimes. You can trade from discount to premium. Just then that's 1.8% easy trade. But I don't want to. Want to aim for my original bias. Oopsies. Come on. Damn, that's crazy. I'm literally just sitting here staring at the damn charts. I need to find something to do during these kind of times, to be honest, like something for myself and something for you guys as well. I mean, I don't know what I mean by you guys, because there's literally no one here. Sorry, I'm just messaging my friend. Come on, man. What's the chances it's gonna fly through and just take me out regardless? We'll see. Cash App enables Bitcoin Lightning transfers for its 40 million. Oh, that's sick. That's nice news. Come on, my price. Just melt tonight. I'm waiting to go to sleep. Alright, here we go. We may be starting our way up. Find ourselves at some sort of fair value gap before making our way down. But there's so many, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we rebalance most of this move, to be honest, which would result in most of this move being balanced. So I got to be careful. But I am looking for this fair value gap here, just because of these swings here. A bit more obvious on the smaller time frames, but yeah. I don't know how long price is going to sit here and consolidate for. Alright, I'm going to stand up for a little bit. Have a little lap around the desk. So let me tell you what I see after that little refreshing walk. I see relative equal highs swept, engineering sell stops, probably below this last swing. So if we do see that, hopefully we get that full push down into my entry, but I do have a feeling we may just be balancing this fair value gap and then continuing. If I do see a strong rejection of this fair value gap, short-term high being formed and then price breaking through that short-term high and flying, then honestly I'm probably just going to go to sleep. That invalidates my trade. But if price does pull through it, comes all the way down, takes out these short-term lows, then that'll be sweet. That would still be valid. So come on. Come on, man. Wait. Am I targeting the wrong fair value gap now? Because these are the lows which I was looking at. This doesn't look right. Okay, crazy trade. 13R, but it's valid. So let's have a look, because I do feel like we'll take out these and people may be trying to buy out of there somewhere, but here is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think these streams are going to be very good for the first like week or so, just because I don't really have experience streaming, so I'm just sitting here talking to the camera. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of some things to talk about, but like I'm so brain dead right now, like my brain is not working. I got no clue what I should say, or I don't know what something interesting I could talk about. Let's have a look. Could try and post some content. I might edit some videos or something. reckon that low that most previous swing low, surely this just gets swept and price melts. Come on, man. What do I have to do tomorrow? I got so much uni to catch up on. I've got a subject to drop out of tomorrow. Got content to create. Got the last night's stream to chop up and post to like content. I guess it's like, what day is it? Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Come on. I wonder how fast price is going to move once we get that break of this short-term low here. US dollar. A mad drop. But nice respect. So I do want to see price come and then come up and then smash through those lows to balance that. What that will mean for BTC is it's going to come down and then smash through the highs. On the 15-minute time frame, there's not a whole lot going on. Wouldn't say it's a swing high. These highs are the same. 19,528. So this could be what starts off the swing high, and then hopefully get a candle down here. Fly to the downside. Should I have a coffee? Should I make a coffee right here, right now, at 1:11 a.m.? Should I make a damn coffee to stay up for the next 2 hours? Let me see. We'll leave this to Instagram. Turn off these charts. No, I'm not gonna say that. Am I literally just gonna sit here talking to myself until 3 a.m.? Oh my god. Well, this is interesting. Yesterday's stream went really well, so like I was done by like 12:30. I entered my trade, took the short, and it was done in 5 minutes. Now it's the complete opposite. We're just waiting for price to make its way to the downside. And I bet you like actually I don't bet anything. I'm trusting my process and I'm just gonna see what happens. But I do want to see these lows broken, please. Where's my... Let's see those lows broken. And then we'll see what happens. But here's a nice swing high. So essentially what I see here is relatively equal highs. Sweeped, engineer, sell stops, either here and here. want to see price pull below there, come back up. Honestly, like, no, that's not a valid sell. So there's a little fair value gap here, which price may pull up into, creating another swing high, then before melting. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. I'll get rid of this. Come on, man. I think I'll give it until 2 a.m. I don't think anything past 2 a.m. is worth staying up for, because I'll be way too brain dead at that point. But if that's the case, I'm just going to set a limit order. Maybe, because if I do, I don't want it to trigger during lunch, because that lunchtime is going to like mess me up a little bit. Come on, pull up. Boom. Come on, man. Are we going to get that touch into the fair value gap? Oh, there is no fair. Oh, it's up here. There's one here. It's already been balanced. Now waiting for this one. Or are we just going to see a straight up rejection after this? Come on, man. I feel like I could just pass out there. Just like this. I could just sleep here. Go on for a bit. They think my streams are. Gonna go on Twitter for a bit, see what's up. It would be sick to like grind airdrops, to be honest, but I'm just too scared of accidentally leaking personal details, and especially being on crypto, like I don't want my whole wallet to get drained, you know? It's disgusting. It's just sideways movement. What's going to come first for BTC? 22k or 17.5k? I believe 17.5k before we get 22k, because, you know, before any upside, I want to see strong downside. So let's go into the daily time frame. Where's 22k? Just up here. I do think we're going to see 17,600 before. I do want to see this area swept first though. All of these here. That being said, there are lots above here too. Alright, it's 10 minutes until I've been on here for 2 hours and my traders are still not set up. Nope, still looking for the discount below here. It's gonna say like these swings lows here, it looks like price maybe actually pull into this fair value gap before flying up. Could be wrong, but look, I'm sticking to the plan of this discount market. So price pulling into the discount, it's gonna be a long night. Gonna take another lap of the desk. Actually kind of cold. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have any like morning commitments, to be completely honest. Because I want to get at least 8 hours, so that means I'm probably going to be getting up around 10 a.m, getting my day started there. Probably like to go to the gym. My friend's going to come over, so she trains at a gym like just a minute away, so probably fit in a training session with her at that point. People are still awake. I don't know what's going to happen first. Is the trade going to set up, or am I just going to pass out at my desk? Bro, oh my god. Talking with one of the boys from Kryptonary, Wezzles. I'm okay, but cool laptop. Yeah, here's another thing, like with trading setups and like in regards to desk setups, I see a lot of people with hell fancy stuff, man, like crazy monitors, multiple monitors. I personally don't think it's necessary. I don't even need this screen. I don't need this computer. I'm happy to trade with just my laptop. Only issue is my laptop's kind of dying, so I left that at my previous place, or old house. And I'm just trading with this, but I don't know, like, I genuinely think you can do well with the bare minimum, just that Wi-Fi and a laptop that you can trade on. What was the point of that? I've got no clue. At this point, I'm just trying to keep myself awake, entertain myself, find some things to talk about. It's almost 11 a.m. New York time. So I got about an hour left for this trade to set up. If it does not, then I'm going to sleep. But with that being said, I still got about an hour, so that'll be like 2:30 my time here. So 11. I'll probably be waking up at 11 a.m. or something. What does my daily routine look like? I can click this. So the way I want to structure my day is, start my trading 12 a.m. Whenever my trade plays out, whenever I end up going to sleep, I want to get at least 8 hours from there. So I get up roughly, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock-ish, 9 to 11. From there, I get up, have a coffee, do some work. Want to have a break. I'm going to write this down because this is how I want my routine to be. So I want to do this. So wake up 9 to 10 a.m. 9 to 10 a.m. wake up. Coffee. Get the work done. Now, there's no specific amount of time I want to work for. It's more so what little tasks can I do in that morning? Just easy tasks that I can sweep under, get them finished, get some momentum started. Gym, it's a workout. More work. Eat. Work. Something like that. Don't know if you can see it, but there you go. I do think we're about to see Bitcoin melt. Come on. Let this be the move. Let this be the move which sets us up nicely, please. Now, I don't want to just sit here staring at this. That's a mad move. Does the rebalance of this fair value gap and the highs, the buy stops here being swept, is that going to engineer sell stops below these previous lows? Because if so, that's going to invalidate my trade. Because at this point, where are people putting their stops? We're below here. I guess at this point, people have been moving their buys, their sell stops up and up, sort of chase the profits and cover their positions. But I do think we're gonna smash right through. I still do believe in this setup. So waiting time. Oh shit! I've got some messages also to respond to. Some voice messages. Probably listen to those while I wait for this. Multitasking. To go live in about 13 minutes. I want to try and get a... Yo guys, what's going on? I wonder what my IQ is. Damn, most of this stream is just silence. Okay, less than an hour. I've pretty much just sat here and watched price rallied and consolidated. Nice. See, at this point, like, my psychology may have been like, let me turn this off. It's easy to just sit here and be like, oh, I don't want to wait for this setup. Since I'm looking for price to come here, I'm going to look for a short to take from this point. No, I do want to stick to my plan. So I'm not going to, because if I take this short, like, it doesn't fit with my trading plan because my bias was long. Like, look, I was somewhat correct, but price just rallied too early. It would have been nice to catch this. Could have just said, look, boom, touch into this fair value gap boost, but it doesn't really match my plan. It's a nice setup, just not at the time I wanted it to set up because I want to trade at 9:30. So there. We didn't really get the setup we wanted to, unfortunately. Because yeah, at this point, 9:30, the discount market was down here. And still is down in this area, but price doesn't want to move from here. Now, what's US dollar doing? I think it's losing some strength on its way down, like it's losing selling pressure. Looking for that boost. Because I want to see BTC melt. Well, like I said, still got some time until the lunch session. Till lunchtime. Yeah, I'm gonna have a real good sleep after today. After this. And look, this is the reality. We're not always gonna, trades won't come so quickly. You may have to wait. I don't know. The trade may be here in half an hour, may be here in 45 minutes. We may not even get a trade, but you got to be here to see if the trade is there. So that's why I don't want to go to sleep just yet. I want to wait out the entire AM session. This is crazy. Imagine if it's like this every day. Could be. I'm dying. And we're still waiting. It's not even that late, to be honest. What, 1:35? It's not really that late. Um, Alright, we're flying through. I think this sweep of... sorry, we've run through these highs now. This swing high, I think this is going to engineer the sell stops. This may be where we see price fly down. So let's get ready. Let's get the robe tied up. Ready for business. Let's go. Is this the fair value gap? We're going to fly through. Tap and bounce. Because now where's liquidity matrix? Yes, it is lower. So now our point of entry has changed to there. Still a decent setup. Now we just gotta see these lows broken. So take out these sell stops, tap into the fair value gap down here. Let's go into the smaller time frame, see if it's still valid. Was a 1 minute. Boom. This is the fair value gap we're looking for. Or even here. This one here. Or here. May do this. No, because there is. Take it out there. Price is flying. USD is melting, isn't it? It is not. That's nuts. BCT is doing well. BTC, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at this fair value gap here now. I really gotta find some more entertaining things to do during these streams. How long have I been streaming for now? What does it say? Don't think it does. An hour and 42 minutes. Nuts. Okay, is this the swing high? Is this the swing high? I think it might be. Just realized I gotta change my stop loss and take profit on FTX as well. 19415. Take profit. 19635. Okay, I think this is the one just before lunchtime. Come on. At the same time, I don't want to force the trade because, like, if I force it, then that ain't good. Just want to let it play out according to my plan. I'm gonna use the swing low here. 1 to 5.8 is a good trade, I reckon. Come on, man. Delete this. I want to know when price breaks this low. So I'm going to put a little alert here, so just in case I pass out on my desk. When this hits, it's going to wake me up for sure. It's going to make a real loud noise. Rest in peace to my roommate, like just like right next door to me as well. I know he is a light sleeper, so good luck, bro. I feel like doing some yoga, to be honest. I should probably do that. I think I might incorporate fitness into the live stream, so while I'm waiting, I could just work out, to be honest. Take you through the workout, tell you some stories or something. Something that I'm gonna have to plan out. But I want each stream to get better and better. But that will come with time, I guess. Bruh. I don't think we're gonna have a trade tonight, but I'm gonna wait it out regardless because it may as well just got 40 something minutes left. Yeah, price is just taken off, man. yeah, well, look, I think I'm gonna end it here. Price is rallying way too hard into the lunch, and I do think the trade will happen in the PM session, so we'll have to wait and see. So honestly, I'm just gonna end it here. It's time for me to get some sleep. I don't see price pulling back into this fair value gap within the next like 40 minutes. Or do I? 40 minutes is a long time. It's just it rallied so hard already. I'm looking for a huge correction. Yeah, I don't think it's even worth taking this, to be honest. I'm just going to end it here. It's rallied way too hard. I'm going to wait for tomorrow's session. So, thanks for watching.